Hard times, see you living in apartheid, war crimes in your room from door that's raw and a far cry from what I know in the floor, what is for mine, and it's all mine. So I unwind, and I find that time is slipping by when we're letting people die by not uprising. Iris ring, let it sing, cause this thing won't let me bring nothing to the table. So I'm able to tell a tale from a fable, and we are capable to come together as one, to stop what's going on. Fight with the rhythm that makes you feel strong. Life ain't a given, what planet are you on? Time is the winner if you're playing long. Fight with the rhythm that makes you feel strong. Fly down the river if you wanna carry on. High times when you're living with supply. I write rhymes just to keep up with the times and just catch ears, eradicate fears with the old pen and paper. Are you ever gonna make the swift shift to a better way to be outside of this lie that appears to me? Hierarchies on the sea to breach the peace of the old common speech. Hard times when you're living through the grind, and when life makes you blind with rage, turn the page so that it's alright and you can live to fight another day. Don't delay, it's okay to hate the state, and if I'm honest mate, I wanna make it all go away. So I'll say over and over again, I want a fucking revolution. It might well be the only solution. Fight with the rhythm that makes you feel strong. Might we be forgiven if we're getting it wrong? One time we're living and one planet we're on. Let me hear you singing if you're liking this song. Fight with the rhythm that makes you feel strong. Might we be forgiven if we're getting it wrong? One time we're living and one planet we're on. Let me hear you singing if you're liking this song.
All the things that make us weak can keep our heads up to. If we see our life's events as fire for our fuel, all the things that make us weak can keep our heads up to. If we see our life's events as fire for our fuel.
You can't break our dreams, no. You can't take our steam, blow. Real floating dreamboat on a course to seem bold, but the screen's full with mad maps of sound keen pulled towards fat stacks of ink and frowns. A sad lack of distinct nouns, a bad path for delinquent clowns. Sig dimping in towns, put it in pounds of spicy wheat germs, weak urns of deep-seated beat, burn, leak and learn.
Got this one life, keep your cap on tight, can do this all night. Be on track, alright, we keep it raw vibe. We don't contrive, we know we will die, but that won't top our high. Got this one life, keep your cap on tight, can do this all night. Be on track, alright, we keep it raw vibe. We don't contrive, we know we will die, but that won't top our high.
You can't buy my soul, no. You can't shape my mold, no. You can't take my gold, bro. No, you can't fake this bold glow. Whoa, whoa, you don't know. My motto might be that's a no-go. Stole soul or no-no. Gold glow or go-go. Po-po, I wanna blow up, blast off with the catch off. The hatch of the egg of revolt is fertile. The watch from the bird's eyes, oh my, we're ready to fight.
Keep your cap on tight, can do this all night. Be on track, alright, we keep it raw vibe. We don't contrive, we know we will die, but that won't top our high. Got this one life, keep your cap on tight, can do this all night. Be on track, alright, we keep it raw vibe. We don't contrive, we know we will die, but that won't top our high.
You will never break this spirit. You will never cap our limits. You can never take our freedom, and you can't keep wisdom hidden forever. Forever will we wake up if this is how we sleep, for we are still numb under the thumb of the beast. For we don't wake up and change, we will slip from the grip of the life, live, trip and fade, from great potential to waste.
One life, keep your cap on tight, could do this all night. Be on track, alright, we keep it raw vibe. We don't contrive, we know we will die, but that won't top our high. There's one life, keep your cap on tight, could do this all night. Be on track, alright, we keep it raw vibe. We don't contrive, we know we will die, but that won't top our high.
You can't keep me down. No, 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 you can't keep me down.
Here we go again, something from nothing. See it all flowing and the all-knowing is dead. You're all ignorant instead, malignant humans on this earth are the cities that we live in. Humans are cancerous to this planet we inhabit, and cannot handle us with these bad habits. Tangled in a web of who's grabbing the reins and steering the direction. Boots trotting to rain and appears a reflection to show you know that whole weird world. So hold your hopes up to the universe. The goal that glows is useless worth. The colder you grow, the truth still hurts. Where were we when we were where we were? What in the world's absurd about freedom? Haven't you ever heard about peace and release from this beast and this system deceased and these feelings on beats and these sayings I repeat? Cause I want you to eat them all up, deleting your mind what doesn't fall off the tongue. Cause at the back of the brain there's no off switch. All along there's no off switch, there's no off switch. There's just short fuses and glitches, short circuited bitch. Life's a drag, give us a drag of that. Don't be a baghead, cut full of medded. Relax, sit back and melodic, drift off where you were ripped off the ugly cloth. So fuck off before I lift off your eyelids, skids. Now look what you've done, the battle ain't won. May have the scars but still don't have the guns to shoot down these pirates in power. Cause I'm some violence of ours. Fuck it all up, the system is corrupt. Prime Minister is slut, but do you have the guts to cause these motherfuckers some trouble? They can hear this rumble from the jungle. We have to change this world, and a great way to do it would be watch it burn. Let's fucking make it burn.
Who's playing around with no hold back? Who's spraying the sound with that cold rap? Who's paying a pound for their go back? Who's laying around with no hope of ever lifting himself? So crying over the spilled milk emblems of hopeless and senseless. They choke on a rope and it's endless. I'm in this existence and senseless insistence, resisting the system. Persistence is key. At the day in the life of the nomad. You won't survive, your little toe rag. I've pain in the eye, you little moment. Can you see me sigh from this highland? You've seen the other side of this island. Fighting the sirens, fighting the violence, fighting the tyrants, right here and silent. England's an island.
Fuck the system, burn it down. I'll say it again till I see the ashes on the ground. Fuck the system, burn it down. I'll say it again till I see the ruins all around. Fuck the system, burn it down. I'll say it again till I see the ashes on the ground. Fuck the system, burn it down. I'll say it again till I see the ruins all around.
Who's standing up and who's army? Whose side you want, are you by me? Who's rising up and who's idly? Whose time has come and who's armed? Cause arm will come to the city and London's come, they can't run from a gun, let's get this job done. Revolution will be won.
Time flies as a fragmentary surprise. The dog's eyes look toward the source of food. The force is rude, free course you choose. Much lunch cuts and credit crunch. The cusp of letting a hunch deter the betterment of your punch cocktail. Are two fruits all that you mean by who's goose grouped and scrambled in between the beat and tangled? The meat's been mangled, my brain's been hang on. I'm not making any sense. The pen is dense, the pen is tense. Racing over the edge, blink. I see the image, a stained seat of appearance, a changed feet of interference, and remained asleep, non-coherent. Done from here and went touched on a beer and bent hell toward your chosen fury. Surely poorly would have thought of your mauling morning wine. Appalling drunk blind punk dines of what he finds. Spunk crusts and sheets and stains. Zombie funks fucks eat shit's brains. Oh my, what am I saying? Insanity spiraling rain. Apparently I'm the one to blame. Not rhyme fucking up my stream. Flow fucking up my dream. Smoke fucking up my steam. Broke fucking up my esteem. It's a joke, why am I still round here? I'm laughing but it don't change out round here. Happy but it doesn't have a reason. Sad but it doesn't have a meaning. I've had my fair share of tea, leaves falling off me, shaking like a tree cause I stood up too quickly. Dizzy like a busy bee, at least that's what it looks like to me. Buzzing round, the fuzzies die in my mind, feasting on cold hearts. Remarks are such, red floods of sparks. Head foot said dark, spread mud, spread sparse. Park behind the car, near is not as near as far. Here is not as now as then, now is not never ever again. And then something comes, like your toaster full of crumbs, electrically flung. Far-fetched galaxies, the bar is next to gravity. As much sense it makes, it must send and break and put it all back in the bin. One more thing, bring me a hymn so I can split it into your chin. Meddling with gin will contact your next of kin. Your bets are off and odds of their own. You best be off before your bread is thrown to the ducks and torn like your head from your throne. Stole like the crown in your head, rolled as it drops from your shoulders, dead. Steady as she blows, ready as it grows, ready like a rose, heavy like my prose. Shall we rewrite our woes, ignite our grows? Tonight we roam, the light a cone, fight unknown. Might we hone like we know, home sweet home. Heart beat heart, poem beat poem. Start meets end, my friend. And it didn't make any sense. Man, I've been going on some Wild West tangents, head nested in mad standards, bad angles afterwards, spangled bath offers no thanks or pass for ham shacks in the aftermath of cancer spats, count with laughs while your handle spam on a laundry spin, sultry bin candle tan while the amble men are tangled. Hence the need for no need to splur the odd word to the other world, for the old worth is soul for head, birthed in a realization that retard alien gravy can make earth to crazies. Not me but maybe the memory's hazy, a sick twist not missed, but this wrist is ticking with gist. Jizz lips sticking with sips, piss wick dripping on ticks, Les legs splitting with drips, dead press hitting with lead, headshot ripping them dead, tipping the scales while the balance remain equal instead. They bleed in their beds, they sleep on grass ledge, rolling in the river of dread. Deliver it said, the rhythm is steady, give him his bevy. Long lost onslaught untoward a cosmonaut, deep thought, reap taught, keep peace, peak to the bee's knees. The summer breeze keeps it easy, lemon haze, those were the days. Turning a page, the ghost still remains. The host is the same, it toasts your brain. You coast to the mainland, your boats crashed on the rocks. You float to the docks, you spoke to the folks. You awoke to the clock, you dreamt of a flock mocking your frock. Landed on beach, language didn't speak, standard talk broke and so did your boat. Flow on with your life, know it'll be alright. Keep that in mind, remember to be kind. Warped onslaught untoward a course upon a longer sorts, contorted force, corrupt, aborted membranes, assorted, mentioned confines. Thought it was of one kind, bought blind, the scum grime from the pond or sun grind of some find. You don't mind the wine, sunshine to paper plates, a columbine. Combine the two-tone sheets, the statement briefs, keep it sweet. Short like your feet, are you born by a sheep? You're scorned deep, but you can't sleep, knowing you were just corned beef and defeat. In the morning leaf, wake and bake, take the cake and eat it, take your cape and beat it, get your bike and see it. Roll on before your colon is wrapped around your gear, slapped around in tears, laughed around the jeers. No cheers for the crowd, brought beers and snares, feared the change for the road to chokes in range. The roads were broke, bespoke, the mold broke, the whole thing roaming, beach combing, load sting, bold spring, cold string, strung, strained, stain, sprained in the pain, rain, maintained. The brain brave, contained constants, reflecting once and then only onwards. Thread sold to honesty, head sold and promises and fallacies. Head sold and promises and fallacies. Thought bind one kind of way to make the shape of clay. The day-to-day to play with the ribs of your heart. False start, me repeating spark. Far-fetched steps to sketch the specs of this picture. The reflex to etch on the stone scripture. To bone and ligature, to phones and literature. Till loans complete signatures. Till poems reach significance.
When I'm writing just to find a voice to speak, it's easy just to say it, and when I do it's deep. Rather than not keeping that hostile spitting style, ranting on like nobody's listening all the while to your ego. Yeah, they probably are, but they're also trapped, stuck, staring up at their own eyes. I just can't be arsed with it, I'm putting my energy into it. I gotta intuit and get my words to do it. So chew it on this beat, contemplate on rhyme and let leak your dreams. Cause as it seems I'm just hanging from a thread, colours ranging blue to red. I'm sad and I'm hot in the head when it comes to think about the world instead of letting my thoughts go onwards as though the meaning will glow. And I'll be able to show my soul and soul whole to the edges of everything. The sharper the sword, the harder the cord will hit you, and the grit of the wit till the pith splits and it lifts us to a new way to be. The gift in us to see how to set the wave free from the wash of the sea and onto the shores of peace. On with the cause to release the stress, pressures of suffering. What will bring to those that sing in the new days of bliss, living life in the wisp, so far from the cusp of hurt. It's almost absurd. The crust of the pie we will all share will remain untouched, cause we care and trust, and of abundance amongst us. Togetherness will never rust so long as we live together as a must. So forever we thrust upon a conclusion forgone as one. What's going on?
You in the mood, pick or choose, live or lose. For each we use, we each get used. Beseech and doom, speeches in tune. Defeat and ruin, delete and boom goes the bomb. The atom splitting, it Adam spitting. It happened swiftly, the sudden simply. It wouldn't dimp me out, it couldn't reach my house. Deep in south, beating marks to stamp the anthem of the glads, the rags, the tramps, the grand champs, the slang to high-class twangs, the rampant high-class meringue, the standard to set your classic language, twisted to distort the rhythmical bar. I sense the strengths of unsaid lengths, so giving chance to distant glance. So wisdom's lance slices the thoughts of wrong, divides to abort our song, contort our throngs to something more wise. Untie your eyes, upside your surprise, upset your demise and upstep your dreams, for it seems denied access to the ride unless you're hypnotized, blind to the times of the mind, the crimes of our kind. We're all trapped in a bind and I can't find escape.
Trouble brewing and you don't know what you're doing. Coming true but you don't know what to prove. Come on move if you don't know what you got to lose. When it's groove always set you in the mood. Limit food if you don't know when to stop. Let it go if you can't let it drop. Let me know if you're feeling it's hot. Let it grow if the seed is in the pot. Running through the jungle and it's meaningful to escape, and I'm gonna find a waterfall to relate, and I know when I've seen it all. Now celebrate cause I know we're not free at all. Never wait for the summit, it'll never fall. Revelate on the shoulders where you stand tall. Contemplate till you know just what to call. Wide awake can you flow down the waterfall. A waterfall in the water, what's the waterfall in the water? 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 What's the waterfall in the water?
grey cloud for a brow, from staring at the ground, drowning in your puddles of thought, popping your bubble of course, hiding the trouble apart, the struggle and more apart. We can't stop the rainfall, but we can make this life less painful, lessen the strain on our brain, not let these feelings be contained, nor let them steal your dreams. Just let the music heal you.
To your blues that you drown with your booze, let's lift up the mood with a feel-good tune. To your blues that you drown with your booze, let's lift up the mood with a feel-good tune.
Same old rain cloud, always trying to bring me down. Same old rain cloud, always trying to keep me down.
Yeah, same old, living in the same old, stuck in the lame, same hole, same old, stuck in the same lane, same old, nothing but the same way every day, and repeat, nothing but the same way every day, and repeat, nothing but the same way every day, and repeat, nothing but the same way every day, and repeat. Stop. What you doing? Hey there, what you saying? I just cannot do this anymore. I have got so completely bored.
Same old rain cloud, always trying to bring me down. Same old rain cloud, always trying to keep me down.
They same old, living in the same old, stuck in the same hole, same old, stuck in the same lane, same old, nothing but the same way every day. Can't change your way. Slow down, no need to rush around. Wait, don't waste your day. Just chill out and listen to this sound.
Maybe it's been trapped with a new rap, it was school cat from too bad. Maybe it's whack, but that ain't a fact. It's how you wanna what. If you wanna be like that, if I wanna be like this, then I can. And you can diss, but it doesn't make a difference. Doesn't affect the system, though it might make you listen. Be a rhythm, maybe listen to faded and put it in. Come saying what you didn't want to play when it is a game. And not asking yourself for fame. No glory in the name, I quite out my life to remain unaffected by the stains of the hectic, the money perspective. I want us all free, you she guessed it. I want us all free, you she guessed it. Think I like a boom bap trap rap with a boom bap rap back with a boom got my back with a back where you at, you swat, you rap, so what? Think I'm a trap back, think you better backtrack. Now I'm not making rap, now I'm not making trap, now I'm not making hip hop, I'm making something completely different. Rap.
Waking up from a mad dream, only to find a mad reality, breaking apart the constructs of what you should consume. Feigning from following suit, suiting a vision to wake up again, constantly thriving to know it all again. Beating taboo with a metaphorical stick, beats don't quit to deliver a tone to write to. Forget your structural hip-hop, forget the methods that make it all sound the same. It's like you're forgetting from where poetry came. From back in the cave, almost painted by leaves and mud and blood and feather. To bone and leather came pens and letters, all just distorted by what you could call soup, but still there's a bowl to contain it. Language is the name of communication, stood on a cliff hanging invert interpretation, made to fall back up on the chances missed, to grasp where we were when we caught that drift. Lift and driftwood from the beaches of possibility. The gift of word is the way you express. Now as we open up like the leaves in spring, this paper waste must be changed. This way we race, just as a game, the way we waste just can't stay the same. Overproduction, overconsumption, some understanding, lack of meaning thereof. Symptoms avoid the use of syllables, and you don't are just miserable. What is this thing we call depression? Might it be a response to this situation, this system that fails us, this structure of hierarchy that maims us into submission? Do you accept the way things are, or can we all stand in agreement? Greed will answer this for you. For you may want more change if you are poor, for you may want more money if you are rich. Wealth is a different thing, I heard some say it's health. How can we live in a healthy way, equally? Resources respected with the appropriate decency. Corruption murdered for the death sitters cause. Those that are accountable for what they have done, those that don't know made to know. Shown a peace with violent revenge. Retaliations could perhaps make amends. Breaking free from all the concepts, the wrong steps that take us away from what is meant to be in our dreams. Serene in the idea of perfection, perspective puts it in place. Inner space is where we meditate, contemplate this. Bliss deviates from the should, explain it further, make it blur. The simple enough for the force of many can wipe the paths of few. Stampede currencies amassing endless dis-ease in the sentiments that hold bold. Freeze the methods that habits cold shoulder projects on the development of your reflex. Deviate from the norm, frogs born a conformity. Non-forward thinking entities disregard the transparencies, the empty tangents. See the way that it's meant to be is not for us to say. We don't know what the opinion disguises. Horizons offer surprises to those that hold boundaries. New borders break when we don't accept their fate. Fate is devoid, meanings are lost in the cosmos. Options melt when we don't choose. Thought resonates when it's true, and people feel when you do too. Silence.
Then
alright. Just hold your silence.
tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Put the system, tear it, system, tear it down, tear it down. Put the system, tear it, system, tear it down, tear it down. Put the system, tear it, system, tear it down, tear it down. Put the system, tear it, system, tear it down, tear it down. Put the system, tear it, system, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Tear it down, tear it down. Keep on listening, turn it loud. Keeping with the music sound.